Hello guys and welcome. I'm so pumped you found this, or I've sent it to you. You're going to take some value away from this, I promise you. I've spent a good hour or so pouring my heart out over this, like I do on my other ones. There's no point doing the job half-heartedly, is it? As you will see, this is Richard Dimmock, Richie D, as always, bringing you the best value on your friends list. I can promise you that, and there'll be a lot more to come. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that's close to me, just purely because it is trials and tribulations. It's very frustrating at times. That's people coming into this industry and going for the spearham approach, going out and just trying to get as many leads and sales as you can. You may have seen a couple of posts I've put on my Facebook wall recently about this. As you can tell, it is I wouldn't say eating me up, but it's I think I found the golden place now, the golden place. So without further ado, let me just show you something to begin with. This is my ledger for the first 2 months of joining ILN. As you can see, for the 4th to 6th, it's April to this month, and I sold just over 80. But I've changed my tactics now. I no longer go out with that approach, and I get a hell of a lot less right now, but I see the bigger picture. But the people I do get now, they are real go-getters. They're really strong-willed. They've got some drive, and they are go-getters. Okay, so I've written out this blog post for us, for me to share with you. You can read it as you go, or I'm here to go through it for you now, like I do for all my blog posts for you. Okay, so without further ado, what do you say to new network marketing prospects? This is hard. It's a toughie, isn't it? Right? Excuse me. One thing network marketing newbies do when they first get fired up about their business model is run out and blow their list before they're coached on how to be effective with it. I know your list grows daily, but you need to get that skill under your hat before you just scare them all away. It's easy in the initial stages of excitement and adrenaline to think, man, everybody is going to get in on this. This is a true freedom, baby. This is a true freedom, baby. I got the wrong context in my own typing. Only afterwards do we find out that not everybody gets in on this. And in fact, they're scared to death when you show them a business model. So in this post, I'm going to cover a couple of things. You can say to new network marketing prospects that won't scare them off, or for that matter, scare you to death. Okay, it's all about approach, people. All about approach. If your mentor has trained you correctly, however, you won't have blown your warm market list already. There's a specific way to approach them without scaring them half to death and alienating them from you. But how do we approach new people? That's the question. That's the big one, isn't it? It's the golden one. Just think of it like this. Before network marketing came along, it was so very easy for you to make friends with anybody. I mean, before I had a car, I could make friends at a bus stop, waiting in a queue at the line at the post office or whatnot. You just speak to people. I mean, if you met somebody and you struck up a conversation, there was no ulterior motive involved, right? But now it's different. A little bit different, right? Because your financial future and well-being of your family are at stake. So it makes it that little bit different. Have you ever felt that a little bit awkward? Because you're either trying to convince somebody of what you have, or you struggle to tell them without coming across like that's the only reason you approached them in the first place. It doesn't feel right, does it? It just doesn't. Well, let me clear one thing up for you now. It's never going to feel right for you unless you resolve to the fact that the only friends you're going to make from here on out are going to be ones that want to join your business. It's a tough pill to swallow, that one, isn't it? Or B, it's my favourite, find another way to market your business so making friends can continue to be a neutral thing, and prospects are drawn to you. I prefer option B. Option B, by the way, is referred to nowadays as attraction marketing. Now, I hate to tell you this, but if you're still working the old school methods of network marketing and nothing else, you are in for a very frustrating ride. Think of it this way. If you just hassle everyone that you meet on how does, if you just hassle everyone you meet, how does that make you different from tens of thousands of other network marketers out there representing their deal, while touting their gig as being the best thing on the market? Does this sound or feel familiar to you? Well, this is an absolute eye-opener for me, honestly. We have to realise, in order to excel in any market, as a business, you first have to offer something different. It's a USP, your unique selling point. It sets you apart from the rest of the rabble out there. So the question is, how do you go about doing something like that? Well, to start, 99% of network marketers know nothing about online marketing, believe it or not. They know nothing about lead generation or running a business, for that matter. They're excited and lost at the same time. It's very sad, but very true. I used to be a part of this horde of excited people who knew nothing about business and marketing. Thankfully, that all changed for me. I knew in my gut, like you do, if you're still reading this article this far down, that not only was there a more efficient way to go about this, but something was inherently missing from my business. It took new mentorship in my life. It was a choice, by the way, to help me realise that my primary vehicle was not and should not be my only method of monetising income. Okay, it was later put to me like this by a close friend. I was asked, Rich, if your trading platform is so great and so generous, then why don't they pay you commissions for signing other people up into the training program, and why don't they teach you online marketing? And in fact, I'm going to let you answer those questions yourself, but please read them again, think about them. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and it's moments like that you really have to pause and reflect on what's going around you in your life, and boy, am I glad things changed. And then let's just get back to the original question now. Since I'm no longer a part of the Option A crowd, as mentioned above, it's hard for me to comment, but one thing that used to work well, I had a network marketing prospect was asking me a couple of questions with, excuse me, I'll reword that one. But one thing that used to work well, when I had a new network marketing prospect, it was asking simple questions with regards to their work life, like what do you do? How long have you worked there? That sounds interesting. They must treat you really well. You just really have to pay attention, and you have to want to know that information to come across as a tentative or an actual real friend with no ulterior motive. Then after the last question, I would pay particular attention to the facial features to see if there was any need or desire. If so, I would ask plainly if they happen to know any real estate agents, teachers, salespeople. Then I would get a first and last name and look them up on Facebook, because I tend to find people are much more likely to give up names and numbers. Don't know why, but it's true. Something else you might say along the lines of, it's Joe, do you happen to know any real estate agents, teachers, sales agents, public speakers that are ambitious and open to side projects that involve working from home? Typically 90% of the time Joe will say, well, what is it? This means Joe is interested for himself, but would rather not reveal that, since he doesn't want to he doesn't want the commitment involved or the pressure involved. Understand? So let's play along with Joe's game. I would respond, well, Joe, my branch CEO John Smith has asked me to identify some key people to work with in this area. The company is called ABC Enterprises. Never give them your MLM name. And it comprises of leaders and entrepreneurs from all over the world that have come together to market over 300 products in 7 different countries. You really have to shine or profile your company's shining moments. Okay, there's a lot of home-based business-based income available to people that have little free time. So, would you know anybody? Or do you know anyone? And this should help you the next time you aren't sure what to say to your network marketing prospects. Okay. Oops. Now, however, I just make friends, and during the course of the conversation, if I hear someone talk about anything business related, I open up with the fact that I have a newsletter that could help them with that fact, with an article on that subject. It's going to excel. They'll be more willing to accept that from you, because it's going to directly help them there and then. I can also steer the conversation into the business realm inadvertently. I don't know what that inadvertently, that will be changed by the time you see this again. From there, I just collect their email. I'd also get their number as well, just to network. Sorry, I'd friend them on Facebook, but it's so much easier to know that there are no strings attached. You see, these are the people you want. These are all offline tactics, by the way. Online's very different, very different story altogether. My typical day online looks something like this. I friend 10 to 20 people on Facebook, follow 10 or more people on Twitter, write an article, submit to dictionaries, work on my latest outsourcing project, and cut a YouTube video, blog post. I'm still honing my online part of my business, but it comes a long way from when I started, and things are running much more smoothly now. I do genuinely hope some of these things can help you in your current endeavours, especially if you're still in the Spearham approach. If online training is something you're interested in pursuing, please contact me below, us below, should I say. I know no better system out there right now. I know you hear us everywhere, but you can contact me, look at all my other blog posts. I'm helping people succeed all the time. Bringing a person up to speed, the route to riches. Look at that. Spelling mistakes. Disgusting. Excuse me, that's two I've got to fix. You will notice those two fixes before you come back, okay? I know no better marketing system, better system for bringing a person up to speed than the route to riches marketing system, put it by myself. It offers a cutting-edge approach to lead generation online and always updated and current. The community is killer group of people as well, always hungry and learning from one another. It's by far the best place to learn marketing that I've seen, and I've seen a lot. To your trials and successes. I will leave a couple of links below this video. I will just click. I'll leave you my link to my blog, route2riches.com. I'll leave you a link to just jump on my team if that's what you want to do. That's going to be action at route2riches.com. I will leave you my Facebook group connection link at the below this video also. So just leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, like my post, and I really appreciate your time for reading this. I will see you soon on my next one. Keep looking out for me. Take care all. Bye bye.